Hey everybody, welcome to Hope Something Sticks. I'm Burt.
I'm Matt.
And we were off last week. Had to go out to California for business, but back this week. Maybe, because we're recording this on Sunday and I'm really bad at editing the same day that I recorded, so we'll see.
No, you're fantastic. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Okay.
If you start being hard on yourself, then the whole production of this thing just, it evaporates. That's it.
Yeah.
You're the last one, Burt. You're our only hope. For Hope Something Sticks.
Alright. Well, we were talking a little bit before the podcast. Saw the first movie in a theater, first time in over a year. And Sharon and I went to go see Black Widow, which is pretty good.
Spoilers. Give them away. What happens? I'm not going to see it.
Should I go into spoilers? Not too much into spoilers. The movie is actually in kind of the same vein as Captain America 2, Winter Soldier. It's kind of got that sort of vibe. You know, it's not like the, magics and the pew-pews. It's kind of a little bit more grounded. It kind of goes a little bit, kind of a more espionage route, because it's a Black Widow movie.
Well, give me a little bit of her backstory. I don't know anything about her other than she is Scarlett Johansson.
So, Black Widow's backstory is that she was like a Russian super agent that defected to S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, does she play with a Russian accent?
No. She
Oh.
is such a great spy. She doesn't even have a Russian accent.
Oh, gotcha.
And this also kind of goes into her backstory. And she actually spent a few years in like this kind of fake Russian spy family in Ohio. So she actually was living in the United States and she already had an American accent, like as a kid. So, they go into a level of espionage where they have perfect non-Russian accents, which is a very convenient way to just not have a Russian accent.
Naturally. Wink.
Just have American actors.
Well, maybe she's an incel. I'm using that word right? Correct, right?
I don't know. What's an incel?
Oh, like an inside cell.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like a terrorist attack would have different sleeper cell.
Like
I'm thinking
a
sleeper
sleeper
cell.
cell.
Sorry, using it wrong.
Yeah, sleeper
I was
cell.
trying to make a terrible joke.
As a kid, it wasn't a sleeper cell. It was just, just spying, getting information.
As a kid?
She was part of the cover for her, quote unquote parents doing the spying.
Oh, I got it now.
Her dad.
So she's the original spy kid, all grown up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, anyway, it happened. So, the movie is in between Civil War and Infinity War.
Okay.
So like half the Avengers are like in jail at the moment, and the other half are chilling out, not being in jail. So they hoard themselves out to the United Nations.
Oh, the UN has to pay them?
No, like in the whole crux of Civil War was that the Avengers had to be under UN jurisdiction. Like that was that was the break between the two teams.
Wow. And this is supposed to be modern times, right? Like this isn't some extreme future timeline.
No, this was 2016.
Awesome. So the UN has somehow gained this amazing power to actually tell somebody what to do.
They tried to do that. But
it didn't. Okay. All right, never mind. We're right back. We're back.
Because then Captain America's like, "Nah, fuck that. Fuck the U.S."
Yeah, there. Yeah, that's very accurate. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. And so then Tony Stark was like, is that? It was pretty. It's funny, like the pretext, like, "Oh no, you guys have to be reined in because you caused so much destruction."
What?
It's like.
Says the arms dealer?
Well, this is a U.S. general who, for some reason...
Oh, I thought Tony Stark was talking again.
Well, Tony Stark goes on their side because, like, oh yeah, we do destroy a lot.
Okay.
It's like, no, Tony, you destroy a lot. You're the one who fucks everything.
Wow.
Like he made... when he made like an evil artificial intelligence that took over all his robots and drones in the one movie, but then
sounds delightful.
Yeah, and also like the first Avengers movie was cleaning up after S.H.I.E.L.D. / saving the world from saving the world from the alien invasion. And then saving New York from the military trying to nuke New York to destroy this, portal that the aliens are coming out of. So it rings pretty hollow that, at least for the most part, like the Avengers, like how much damage is like Captain America to do? He's a strong guy who could throw a shield around.
Well, he does have America's ear. Think a la The Boys.
Nah, that's true.
He could really, really fuck shit up and make this place super fascist, like that.
Actually, there's a comic book where a doppelganger of him does exactly that.
Oh, wow!
Like really easily.
As recent history has shown, yeah, it really isn't that hard.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Especially if you've got a mind control device in everyone's pocket that they voluntarily. Stare at all the time.
But, yeah. But anyway, Black Widow, pretty good. David Harbour, pretty good / funny as, it's called Red Guardian, which is just basically just a Russian Captain America. But he's like, like old and fat.
They got him in a fat suit?
No, I think it's just regular David Harbour fat.
Oh, got it.
Like maybe he gained a few pounds from Stranger Things. Like it's not like he's a, he's a stout guy, but
okay,
not cut.
Well, a lot of that was from just being tall and old.
Yeah.
So now he is taller and older. Did he have his old outfit? Like
and of course, inevitably he struggles to put it on. It's like still fits.
Yeah, that's a classic trope.
Yeah, but he's sporting a pretty epic beard. So
got some length on it.
It's pretty funny. Like he starts off like in jail, based like in the movie.
Is he more of a length or a bush man?
A bit of both.
Oh.
Heavy bush, decent length.
I think they call that versatile.
Pretty decent length, like the middle of your chest length.
Damn, we're talking Civil War. All right.
So, and he's just like arm wrestling all these other Russian prisoners.
Wait, he was in jail?
Yeah, he's in jail. So he was part of the KGB, secret Russian, whatever the fuck. And then when he was starting, it's like, hey, aren't we supposed to be communists and not fascists? You're going to jail. Fuck!
Ouch. After all this time.
Yeah.
We switched sides. You can never seem to win over there.
The perks are way better just being, fascist dictators. This is bullshit.
Yeah, we can go back into our socialism episode, so maybe some other time.
Yeah. So
they weren't ever really communists. They just called themselves that.
Yeah. True that. But,
Well, according to Stall.
But yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Anyway. Yeah, he's good. Scarlett Johansson's good. And this woman that's kind of like Scarlett Johansson's sister that's set up to be the next Black Widow since Scarlett Johansson is dead in Marvel universe.
Oh my god. I didn't know that.
Yeah. She's like she dies and Tony dies like at the end of Endgame.
So how many more are scheduled?
Movies?
Yeah. It's just like one of those things that's never going to end.
Correct. There. Did you end up watching like the Loki?
I tried the first episode. That's it. That's as far as I was able to get.
Alright. Well, anyway, by the end of the season, they were kind of setting up the next super bad guy who's going to be, behind the scenes / the guy at the end of phase, 5 or 6.
They took 10 hours. How long is that first season? I'm assuming
6 episodes.
Oh, it's 6 episodes.
It's a little bit less than an hour, so I guess about 5 hours in total.
It's 5 hours of setup. I can't do it. I really enjoy miniseries as a format, but it ends at the end of a miniseries. That's it. Okay, it's a 10-hour movie, essentially. There are 10 chapters of one very long movie. I can't do it. 5 hours of setup just to see the bad guy, and then I gotta invest how much more time? Probably 3 more seasons until they beat him? Like, oh my god. I do not fucking care.
Yeah, I mean,
Can't do it.
Marvel movies, you kind of just have to. You're just in for the long haul.
Oh, no. I don't just have to kind of do anything. I can kind of torrent anything else.
I'm saying if you're going to watch all that stuff, you kind of. It's not a thing to just casually pop in and out of.
Okay, I hear you.
Because, like, at the end of, like, the post-credits scene of Black Widow, you see this character who was in the Falcon and Winter Soldier show on Disney+.
Yeah, that's another amazing thing, is that you have to spend all this time, and then you get that one nugget. How long was that character shown?
I mean, it was like the post-credits scene, so, it was just like 2 minutes.
2 minutes? Okay, well, at least it was at the end of the... I feel like I could just jump to the end of all of these and get the best part.
Yeah, well, it's basically like looks like she's forming a Dark Avengers team.
Yeah, no. I think I'm just going to eat the eyeball out of the fish and then throw the rest of it in the garbage. And not have to deal with all that fish bone.
Alright. Yep. It was good to get out in the movies. Go out to watch the movies. Yeah. And we did some, we tried to do some maternity shopping, but apparently there's no physical store that sells maternity clothes almost. Like,
no.
It was just like Target, and it was like, a fairly small section.
Yeah, I mean, if you want like moo-moos or something, yeah, sure, knock your socks off.
Not even, just like pants.
No.
It's impossible to find pants.
Nah.
No. You have to order that online in your shame. Get the hell out of here.
Basically. Yeah, welcome to the life of like any plus size woman. It's never been easy. Well, I mean, I guess it was easy back in the day when everything was tailored. So let's just rewind to 100 years ago when everybody made their own clothes.
Nah, that's right.
Has she... I don't know. I could ask my sisters.
She's probably just gonna buy stuff offline.
Well, there you go. There's another option.
Buy online.
Enjoy your moo selection.
And she got clothes from my mom, her maternity stuff. So
just go buy a bunch of wife beaters. That'd be great.
Wearing late 80s maternity chic.
Can't imagine that the styles have changed that much, and even if they have, they've probably circled all the way back around again. Get her a corset.
That was that day. So, something else I've been thinking about just kind of over the week is colleges. And, I saw, like, on Facebook, I didn't go into the article, but it was about this guy who got his degree in filmmaking from Columbia and is in such a shit ton of debt and, can't really get a job that he's, boned.
And, what are you talking about? He can just make movies on his iPhone. That's what you went to Columbia to go figure out how to do, right? Right? Shit. So you didn't read the article?
I didn't read it. What I did read was the top comment was this dude. It's like, well, you should see, the cost of the education weighed with, what kind of job you can get. Basically just.
Oh, giving him hindsight 2020 action?
Yeah, he's just giving him shit.
Hindsight advice.
It's like, being an adult about it. It's like, this guy was 17 when he got accepted to Columbia. He wasn't an adult. And it's kind of bullshit how, I don't know, like, it just seems like these kids don't have enough information, and they only get enough information if their parents are knowledgeable about such things. They tell them. Like, it seems like guidance counselors are pretty worthless.
Oh, yeah.
I know guidance counselors
that's
are pretty
what
worthless.
I definitely ranted about that one enough in one of our other first episodes. Yeah, they suck.
I think that schools should be required to kind of show them, like before they select a major, here are the top, say, 30 job, and also, like, you don't always know, like, exactly what kind of job you should get, for your major. Like, you might have, like, an idea, but, like, specifically, like, what works the best.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, have, like, a top 30, 50 list, and, like, the percentage of, how likely you are to get this job from your degree from this school, and how much that pays, from, like, entry level to senior level. So you could make, an actual informed choice about these things.
There's a beautiful website called the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and if more kids were aware that it existed, yeah, maybe. But like you said, like, how do you match that major up to the job?
Yeah,
it's not always obvious.
No, but you can, take either the university or the government, take surveys of, okay, what jobs are you getting, from this degree?
Yeah, that'd be fantastic to have any kind of feedback, to have any kind of review system. That would be codified. That would be great to actually make this work.
Yeah, because, I'm doing good now, but I kind of oopsie-daisy my way into, my career.
Sure.
Kind of. Like, well, the way that it happened, like, I got my master's degree, and I didn't really know, like, what to go into. Like, I just went to, like, just IT stuff, but, like, I would, like, interview for, also, like, software developer jobs or IT infrastructure jobs and stuff, like, things that I was, like, kind of knowledgeable in, but apparently, not to the point where they would hire me. It's like, you kind of know things, but, like, I didn't know, like, it would have been really helpful. It's like, if they just told me, what jobs you get with this degree. It's like, business analyst. Oh, okay. Well, I'll look for that.
Oh, as opposed to wasting your time shooting at these other jobs that they're not even looking at you for.
Yeah, basically. And, like, man, I remember I interviewed like a software developer job for the University of Florida. It was the housing department. And basically, they were just fucking shitting all over me. It's like, okay, asshole, if you're not gonna fucking hire me, just, cut the fucking interview short. Don't call me an asshole for coming in. You're the fucking asshole for calling me in. Like,
they
I fucking drove all the way.
Wait, hang on. They literally said asshole in the interview?
No, they didn't. But basically, it's like, well, be honest, or I don't know. They were just like dumping on me, like, they weren't using like curse words or anything. But this was a long time ago, so something to the tune of, you don't have the skill set we're looking for. So I don't know. It was like more dickish than that. I just remember like the guys being kind of like assholes. Like, I fucking drove all the way from Fort Lauderdale to Gainesville for this job interview.
Wow.
And
so
that's not their fault that I drove all that way. But it's like, okay, if I wasn't the person for this job, then you shouldn't have fucking called like a face-to-face interview.
Yeah. Wow. It was a face-to-face rejection. That's fucking...
Yeah,
that's
like
awesome.
Basically just like dumping on. And it's not like I was lying on my resume.
Yeah, really.
And like, they're asking me software development questions, and like some of them I wasn't getting 100% because after I finished with school, I was just interviewing for jobs. There wasn't anything to do from a software development standpoint. So, some of the things I kind of, halfway forgot. And also, again, I didn't get a computer science degree, it was, a master's in the information systems and operations management from that university. So, I don't know. Guy was a dick. And the funny thing was, when I was working at Mindtree, when I did become a business analyst, that dickhead actually came by because we were talking about maybe doing an application for him. So I basically just gave him the stink eye the entire time. Like, hey, fuckface, look at me now. Look who's coming to me for help.
That's good stuff.
Yep. But,
kind of.
But anyway, yeah.
You really should be nice. That's what sucks about it. You have to be nice to everybody because you never know who the hell you're going to be, having to deal with.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, whatever. All good. Pretty sure. Almost certainly making more than that dickhead's making now. If he's still at.
It's all good. He had his moment in the sun. He got to shit all over you. And then when you're big and famous and whatever the hell, he gets to look back and say, hey, that guy on TV? I shat all over that guy in an interview once.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. And no one will believe him.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite stories about Bill Murray. He apparently would just sort of show up. Apparently he just sort of shows up every now and again at random places. There's a documentary about it on Netflix that I saw. And he allegedly walked into the bathroom, put his hands behind some dude who was pissing at a urinal, like put his hands behind his eyes, covered his eyes, and then says, no one will ever believe you.
Well, there's that Louis C.K. Bit where he apparently got called by President Obama, like while he was president.
Oh, I don't know that bit.
Oh, no. So he says, and I don't know if I believe him. So he, in the bit, he says he got called by someone. It's like, oh, hey, this is the office of the President of the United States. President Obama would like to talk with you. It's like, no, this is some prank call. It's like, oh, I mean, or maybe it was Obama who called him and didn't believe that it was Obama. It's like, okay, well, just call the White House's line, and have them transfer over to me. Like, all right. And so he found like the White House's, general line.
Okay.
He called it, and then apparently he got transferred back to Obama. And it's like, yep, it's actually me. It's like, oh, okay. So he was in some. So they were talking about like, okay, what are you doing now? It's like, oh, I'm just I'm in, I don't know what city, say Austin, whatever, gonna do, doing a show here. It's like, oh, I hear they're all fags over there.
What the fuck?
It's like, Mr. President. First of all, that's not what that city's known for. And second of all, how could you say such a thing? And it's like, well, why don't you tell someone? No one's going to fucking believe you. Click.
Oh, man.
And they said, it's like, wow, that's true. Say that if I was president, that's all I'd be doing. Is just fucking with people and disappearing so that no one would believe their story.
Let's go.
He's like, do you really believe him? Like,
oh my gosh. Well, no. How the hell would President Obama get his number in Austin? Well, as the words are coming out of my mouth, it's definitely possible.
It's 100% possible.
But probable? No. The probability of that is very low.
That's why he did it. Because no one believed it.
I mean, the amount of resources that would have to go into doing that, he would have to contact the NSA. I mean, this would take like 15 minutes. And Louis C.K., I don't think he's going to be on Obama's radar too much.
I mean, this was when he was like, the biggest comedian in the country at the time. Like, he was like the number one guy.
Okay.
This is before, the whole jerking off stuff came out.
Well, everything is before that. Nothing has come after it.
Pretty much.
Oops. Sorry for the pun there. Gross. Damn it. I had a good streak there, several years where I wasn't doing those fucking unintentional puns like that. I think I'm like regressing. Something has gone wrong. Yeah, I definitely miss this show. It's too good. The only thing I have to replace it is, I Think You Should Leave, the Tim Robinson one.
I haven't seen that one.
It's got 2 seasons so far. The first season is definitely, I mean, both seasons have their share of, it's really just goofy skit comedy. Not like slapstick or anything like that, just ridiculous dialogue, over-the-top acting.
Right.
It's like if you could bottle awkwardness, that's kind of what the skits are, but then shoot it out of a fire hose, that's kind of what they are. Yeah, the first season's more in that vein, more just goofy. The second season is like, not all episodes end on what you think is a high note. Like you're like questioning whether or not this was a joke. So it's definitely more of a dark comedy now in the second season. That's why I couldn't do the podcast yesterday. Fucked me up too bad. That and that edible I had. Know your limits, kids. Know your limits. 10 milligrams is all it takes for me. I'm a fucking lightweight.
Yeah, well, you knew that for a while now.
Well, I figured I was wondering whether or not it would change between brands of edibles, because everything seems to be a total crapshoot in their potency. Right. Even though they say 10 milligrams, it's like, I don't know. It's difficult to gauge.
Yeah. I don't think there's not much in the way of regulation as far as that goes.
Now, all they have to say is they can't say 10 milligrams per piece because I don't think they can guarantee that each piece has 10 milligrams in it. So it's like all they can say is, oh, this entire chocolate bar has 100 milligrams. And then it's vaguely broken up into 10 pieces, and they're like, all right, here you go. So you're at the mercy of their food processor and their mixer. Yeah, I really wish I could grow it myself. The taxes on this are insane. One $20 candy bar here in Illinois. How much tax do you think that they're charging for it?
Well, let's say 30%.
You're not far off. $7. It costs $27. So that's pushing 40, right? Alright, whatever. Please chop us thinking about a simple math problem out of the podcast. Embarrassing. Everybody's like, oh, well, I think we figured out why these two jackasses can't get a job.
I get a job.
Well, yeah, so do I. Better job. Let's say the best job.
Yeah.
Which is clearly President of the United States.
Depends on your attitude going into it, I suppose.
Yeah, apparently you can be a big baby who doesn't know his thumb from his dick.
Yeah, no, that is great. If you
right.
don't give a shit, it's awesome.
All you gotta do is yell at people, try to start revolutions. Not even. Burn everything down, sell it for spare parts.
It's pretty funny, like, listening to these old school Republicans, like, shitting on them. Like Michael Bolton, who was, like, part of his administration for a little while. Like, just totally just...
That fucking traitor.
Being the, what you call it? Yeah, being like a spiteful ex-girlfriend.
Right, he's trying to drum up sales for his book.
Yeah.
That's why he's a traitor. Not because he's actually telling any kind of modicum of truth, but because he had a chance to be a witness to all of this, and he refused to testify. Yeah, to save it for the book. He's like, it's quite distressing.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose you could make the argument that it wouldn't have mattered because there's enough Republicans to acquit him, no matter what the fuck the evidence said.
But they would have had to acquit testimony, like actual testimony from a very high-ranking official.
Former high-ranking official.
It would have been pretty, like, it just would have been that much more obvious.
Yes, but I mean, you've seen what
the depths to which they will sink. Yes,
yeah,
it is quite distressing
to get campaign funding and votes.
Yeah.
So maybe I already knew that, but it was funny. Like, it's like, do you think Donald Trump's a fascist? It's like, no, Donald Trump's not a fascist. You have to plan ahead more than 10 seconds to be a fascist.
Oh, shit.
He's got the jokes.
He's got
the jokes.
Well, that's understandable, Mister. I mean, he's got a walrus on his upper lip. He's got to have some kind of arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, where's this clip? Is it just on YouTube? Was it an interview on
CNN?
On where? Oh, naturally.
Yeah, no, they're happy to lap up
absolutely
anyone shitting on Trump.
Yeah, really.
Well, this is Brian Stelter, and this is Trump Hate Watch.
The numbers are hitting pretty high levels today.
Yeah. I forget what the fuck his actual show is, but it really sucks.
Oh, I don't know. I can't watch either side anymore because it's all just, as we've discussed ad nauseum in several other episodes of Hope Something Sticks. It's sports.
Yeah.
Like you said.
Yeah.
And not the good kind of sports either. Like blood sports. That would be something.
Yeah.
I think they should legalize dueling just for politicians. What do you think? Hand-to-hand combat?
Yeah, no, that'd be pretty good, but you'd have to have some kind of benefit to doing that. Like, like a reward system. Like, you get his vote if you kill that person.
Oh, shit. No, I was just thinking it would be an honor-based thing. If you put a reward-based system on it, then it's going to be quite political instantaneously. Okay, so all you have to do is kill Chuck Schumer. What? In order to get this bill passed, you have to kill Chuck Schumer because we need his vote.
Yeah,
can't you just ask him? Oh my god!
And everyone in Congress is gonna be a gladiator. Like,
yeah,
right. You're not gonna have all these old people. You're gonna have
exactly.
Yeah,
you're gonna vote people in just by how strong they are. It's like, I really like your views on the economy, but look at this other guy's right. Oh my, he's ripped.
I bet he could kill a whole bunch of people and take their votes.
All right, so John Brennan got 802 votes, and Thorg the Conqueror got 802,000 votes. Damn it, Thorg. Oh. I can't wait.
But you only have the vote until they can have a special election to replace that guy. Then it goes back to that guy, then you have to kill him again.
Okay. Sure.
So you have to keep killing people.
Yeah, you have to keep...
Can't rest on your laurels.
How quickly would we devolve into chaos? I wonder. But, really, if Thorg the Conqueror, what kind of demands do you think he would have? A wench?
Yeah.
Guaranteed it'd be somebody who'd just be like, yeah, sure.
Definitely wouldn't have to worry about Donald Trump's ass anymore.
Yeah, really. The representative would just vote according to, how then what happens? Is Thorg a mute? He's gonna have some sort of thoughts.
Well,
how do we stop Thorg the Conqueror?
He has a progressive view on green energy.
Yeah, what are you supposed to do? Now we're just back to hoping our benevolent dictators are great?
Yeah, but at least they're killing each other. Is that nobody stays in Congress too long. So it's either that or term limits. You pick, Congress.
Yeah, why are they allowed to pick?
Or term limits.
Yeah, they're never going to pick the murder section. Damn it. Should have never given them the idea that they could give themselves a raise. They just keep doing it.
You need more money to do less things.
Well, I'm not going to be delusional and say that there isn't some amount of work involved.
Oh, there is.
But they also get 3 months off, it feels like.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's really hard work, but you also don't have to work for 25% of the year?
Well, it's up to them how hard they work. They could technically do nothing.
Yeah, especially if you get somebody like Mitch McConnell.
A lot of these new people in Congress basically do nothing.
Because they're not allowed to.
Well, it's not that. It's just that they're too busy being social media personalities. That's how they just. So they don't worry about passing legislation to get voted back into Congress. They just are popular and say a whole bunch of meme-worthy shit. It's like, oh, this congressperson said this. Their constituents sure love that. They're going to keep voting for them, even though they do fucking nothing.
Yeah, that's nothing new either.
I suppose not, but it seems more prevalent now. Or it's easier to be that person.
Only
have
it wasn't
have
easy.
A lot of public platforms.
Well, how do you get somebody smart enough to get into politics? The problem is they're too busy exploiting everyone who's too stupid to understand.
That, or they're smart enough to know not to get into politics.
Yeah, it's incredibly lucrative. I don't know what you're talking about. Look at Dick Cheney.
Well, I'm saying if you wanted to, like, do some kind of meaningful change, it's just a whole bunch of, I don't know, just a whole bunch of bullshit. Well, now that you're on this side, you have to believe these things, or we're not going to help you out to get reelected next time.
So, when are you canvassing for ranked choice voting?
Nah, that's all right. I'll be fine. Yes, being in the top 10% of income in the country is pretty nice. It's pretty cushioning.
Excuse me while I go sharpen my pitchfork.
The
time of the orc is near. What do you mean, all right? What do you have planned? You must have booby traps or something.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like just step over there a little bit.
Oh, okay.
The old bottomless pit.
You do sick your dogs on me? Or your bees? Or your dogs that spit bees as they're barking?
Doesn't Richard Simmons come out of a bush or something after that? Like a robotic one? In that Simpsons episode?
That's a different scene, but yeah. So, kind of. Like, in the actual episode, he doesn't show up. It's like a clip show episode where he shows up. It's like, we were thinking about putting this scene in the episode, but we didn't, but here it is. Because you actually watch the episode, like, Homer comes in, it's like, give Bart back. It's like, I don't want to go. I suggest you leave. Scene over. There's no, making Homer leave in that scene. They just, like, walked off. So, yeah, and then looking at it, it's like, wow, yeah, there's definitely something missing from that scene. Gene Simmons' robot. Should have kept it.
Gotcha. And he wasn't just any kind of robot, he was a Terminator. It was great.
Yeah, it's like a T-1000.
Yes. Yeah, and then he shakes his ass to death. That was good.
Yeah, his ass is gonna blow!
Yeah, right. Alright, well that's been Hope Something Sticks.
Yep.
Be sure to write in with any comments. Well, let's go to the mailbag. Burt, anything from the mailbag?
Let's see. No.
Alright. Well, still anxiously anticipating any mail whatsoever. I'll make I think I said I was going to make a fake account and just start spamming us with some bullshit. I'll start putting the email address in there for like anytime I have to sign up for something, so that way we can at least get some coupons.
Oh, thanks. Intentionally not done that. So
Anyway, the actual mailbag is hopesomething.sticks@gmail.com.
All right. Till next time, everybody.
Peace.